Criticism to compassion. How do we go from being criticized to really feeling compassion not only for ourselves, but for whatever mission or whatever goal we're working towards? So watch your film. Think about in your life when you've met criticism, whether it's been given to you or forced upon you, or even self-criticism, right? Just the power of what goes on inside of our minds. How have you taken that criticism and really turned it into compassion?
Yeah, I think it's a process.
Yeah, amen. Like, welcome to life, right? Team, we're talking about a life journey here.
Yes, I think it's a process. Oftentimes, when we give our best, we're driven, and we feel like that's all we could have done. We are very resistant to criticism because I think, okay, I've given everything that I could, and you're still criticizing it.
Right.
And we are less capable of separating the me and the actual thing that they are criticizing. So as I said, it's a learning process, and we have to be able to separate us from the object of criticism. Like, is it a skill that I'm lacking? Is it an attitude that I'm not having that would take me further? So it is important to analyze. I find that the worst criticism is the one that we do to ourselves.
Yeah.
Because it puts us down, it puts in a place of discomfort, while the outer criticisms we can control more. I can control to whom I give the power to put me down.
Right.
You know, oftentimes we can unknowingly decide how the rest of our day will go because of one word that was said negatively towards us. So it must be a conscious effort to stop it.
Yeah.
Now, the things that we say to ourselves are so important.
Yeah, and we have control over that.
And we have control over
I mean, that's what's so powerful, is that we don't control what other people are going to say to us or how they're going to affect us, and we can manage that from an emotional management perspective. But boy, our self-talk, it is just, it can be tough.
It can be tough. It can be tough. And not to say that self-criticism is not important, because at certain times we have to look at where we are in order to improve. That is positive criticism towards ourselves.
Or evaluation, right? Kind of just that forward focus. How can I get better?
Exactly.
What did I learn from a loss or from criticism?
Yeah.
Pushing myself into the forward focus.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, I just feel that criticism cannot be taken lightly. It almost defines the people that we become by the way we react, as I'm sure everybody knows. It's not the words that hurt, it's how we react to them and how long we stay hurt, how long we perpetuate the pain, how long we want to be, even unknowingly, we want to be miserable, you know.
And hurt. I mean, that's, emotionally hurt.
Yeah, so I find it to be extremely important to deal with it and know how to separate yourself from the criticism that is being made.
So we go from criticism to compassion, and that compassion is really self-respect and honoring and the intention of being for us and for the mission we're on. So how have you really honored yourself, respected yourself, and anchored in that compassion for you and the mission you're on?
Well, one of the challenging things of being an athlete is that often you are pushing yourself, sometimes almost to the brink of breaking. So a simple way that I find that I could honor myself is just to give myself a hug.
Yes. Love, love, compassion.
Exactly, or do something nice. For example, go to the nail, get my nails, get a massage. Yes, it seems very small, but for those minutes of the time that you're there, you giving yourself, because we always demanding our body, our mind to be at the top.
Yeah.
But what is it that we're giving it back to it?
So we call that celebrations, really celebrating ourselves, celebrating the journey that we're on, celebrating with pushing ourselves.
Yeah.
So, and that self-care is so important. Yeah, so valuable. So team, now it's up to you. How are you going to practice from criticism to compassion? Hopefully we on your support team have given you some winning strategies.